Cherokee prophecies, Monster with the White Eyes. Handed down as a traditional Cherokee story from grandmother to grandchild, the storyteller cautions that long ago, before the Europeans discovered Turtle Island and her indigenous people, the elders of those people warned of the monsters with white eyes yet to come. Similar stories are to be found among the Aztecs and Mexican people. The spirits foretold that the monster with white eyes would cross the great eastern water. The monster would possess evil and terrifying power and would wreak destruction in its path. The spirits of the animals and trees began to wither. Prophecy states that Mother Earth herself would be devastated and her heart beat. The monster was said to devour the children of Turtle Island, tribe by tribe, with no escape. If one did survive, its spirit would be dead, since it would now be lost and have no connection to its ancestors. The story tells that one day the earth would begin to sing a death song due to the severity of the harsh conditions. When this happens, the children of the people who followed the white-eyed monster to the island would look into their hearts and realize that they faced annihilation at the hands of their fathers. They would find that the spirits of the children of the tribes had been reborn, waiting to guide the children of the white-eyed monster. The few keepers of the truth would emerge, becoming strong enough to overcome the power of the white-eyed monster, restoring Mother Earth back to health. The children of the tribes of Turtle Island would lead the people back to the right way. The races would come live in peace, the spirit of the animals and trees would return to safety, and the monster with white eyes would fail to exist. Other such prophecies are to be found in the Cherokee legend of the white snake. Snake is a metaphor for DNA. Pardon me for the following pronunciation of the Cherokee words in the legend of the Kituwas. I have heard 3 different pronunciations for the word. There's Kituwa, there's Kituwa, and then there's Gaduwa. Cherokee occasionally refer to themselves as Ani Kituwa. The Kituwa people, the people of Kituwa, after the ancient nucleus city of the Cherokee. The legend of the Kituwas place the tribe on an island in the Atlantic Ocean east of South America. 70 tribes attempted attack on the Kituwas, but the Kituwa were granted victory through the assistance of spirit warriors. As the story tells us, Nerdu-Urgi, the last warrior of the attackers, was overlooking the valley camp below from upon a mountaintop. When he saw smoke arising from the camp that extended up beyond the clouds, divided into 3 parts, with an arrow holding eagle in the center, the warrior and his followers witnessed this miraculous event. Nerdu-Urgi then ordered his warriors not to attack the Kituwas, for they were protected, and if attacked, the warrior knew he would surely be destroyed. The Great Spirit granted the Kituwas a grand, mysterious power to only be utilized in the best interest of their people. However, some of the wise people began to use their wisdom for unfruitful purposes. The Great Spirit instructed them to take their white fire and move away. Heading to Asia, India, and North America, some of the large cities the new travelers claimed sank into the ocean and were no more. Legend has it, the Great Spirit turned to the peoples of America and guided them. They too began to violate their teachings by committing murders and feuding with the 7 clans, with their medicine men The medicine men met around a fire to request guidance from the Great Spirit. The most fruitful 7 holy men selflessly gave of themselves for the tribe. They carried medicine deerskin and medicine tobacco. The medicine men spread out the deerskin and prayed. They blew smoke over the deerskin and watched the smoke trails for a sign from the Great Spirit. Inspiration led the medicine men to travel up to the top of a mountain. Each day, 1 new medicine man for 7 days. On day 7, a messenger came down from the Great Spirit, appeared in a bright light, and stated that the Great Spirit heard the prayers of the medicine men and held passion for their people. First, the men were told that they would someday fly in the air. The messenger warned of an enemy white ball from the east traveling their way, but that their grandchildren's feet were facing toward Susginai, west, the ghost land. The messenger warned of trials on the edge of the prairie, with tribes dividing into different factions and their blood evolving into only half of their heritage. The messenger forewarned that families would divide and disregard chiefs, leaders, and medicine men. The schools would teach important knowledge to all the people, and the young people would return to point rudely at the elders. However, if the younger generation would heed the Great Spirit's instruction, a chance would exist for the people to turn back east. Otherwise, they would go to Susginai, then to the coast, then leave by boat, never to return. They were given the Ketuah namesake and were instructed to return to their fire for worship and prophecy to their people.